Hi, I'm Dr. Bertice Berry, and I want to tell you this story. So I'm at the political rally for Vice President Kamala Harris, and so I see my friend. I see tons of friends. I see my friend Rena, and I'm like, "Come sit over here." She joins Janine and I. We had gone with Liz and Sarah, and they were in a different section. They were in a section right in front of the podium, and we were in the section right behind it. They were right in front of it because you had to stand that whole time in that area, and I couldn't stand that whole time. And my friend who got me the ticket knew that I couldn't stand that whole time. So anyway, but I'm right behind, and I'm literally on camera every time the news is on, because I'm right behind her. So anyway, it was really cool. So I call my friend Rena. She joins us, and then I see this guy. I don't know who he is, and he's like, "Who are you? Why does everybody know you?" So he's from Brunswick, but he's over the port in Brunswick. And then this guy comes, and I'm like, "Paul?" He's like, "Yeah, Paul." And Paul, they're like, "How do you know Paul?" Paul is over the ports, or the longshoreman, I should say, over the longshoreman in Savannah. But when I met Paul, Paul was a gate agent. I think he was a gate agent, a baggage handler, and a longshoreman. He had like 50 jobs. Paul had 50 jobs, and his wife was a teacher. And he's like, I said, "Why do you have so many jobs?" He's like, "Because I got so many kids. I got so many kids. That's why." And he said, "And my kids are geniuses, so I got to put them over there in the country day." I'm not even making up his voice. This is how he talks. He's real Southern. He's like, "I got to put my kids over there in the country day, cause they geniuses, and I gotta do. My wife then told me I got to cultivate that." So this is years ago. So I see Paul. I'm with Rena. His wife comes up. I'm like, "Oh my God, hey, this is the educator. This is the educator." She's looking at me like, "How do you know me, ma'am?" So I'm like, his kids are so smart. One day I met them. They were traveling somewhere. I don't know if his wife was with them, but they were flying somewhere. And the kids were like, "Yes." They were like little Lord Fauntleroys. They were like so brilliant. They were like, "Yes, Father." And they all had like big books in their laps, and they were like they're not textbooks. They weren't doing homework. They were just reading for the joy of reading. I mean, they truly were bright, bright kids. So anyway, so we're all sitting there. I'm like, and his kids are so amazing. And oh my God, they went to Country Day. And then I look at Rena, I'm like, "Wait a minute, you taught at Country Day?" And Rena's like, "Yes. What are your kids' names?" "I think you looking like some kids I taught." So he tells the kids' names, and I think three of them went over there. And which is a hefty bill now. You know why he had three jobs. Anyway, she knew the kids, and she was like, "Oh my God." So the wife pulls up pictures of the kids, and she's like marveling at these beautiful grown kids. And he's like, "The one is a veterinarian, the other one's an architect, the other one's coming out of school now, graduating now." And so I was like, oh, I was always proud of this very hard-working laborer who, with his very hardworking educator wife, had produced these genius kids, and that they were going to go on and do these amazing things. But to sit together and realize this was the English teacher, this was their English teacher, and they were like, "Oh yeah, you miss, okay, okay." It was such joy to see the coming together of these folks who just happened to be at a rally, who happened to be sitting near one another, who happened to connect around making sure the future is better for all of us. This is how we get there. I love you.